Big Boss Jock Radio Show. The show where the listener is encouraged to be part of the solution. Identified has been the problem. It's the U.S. federal government. They even acknowledge they're about to pull the plug after years of mismanagement. The former U.S. citizen forced to take on a new identity. The breakup of the U.S. territory. Do not tolerate. Kick off the revolution. Be part of the solution. Liberate the Confederate States of America. Alamo, placed as the capital. The Alamo, there in the Lone Star State. Liberate the Confederate States of America. Rid the territory of the tyranny which has taken over. Been in place for decades. Analyst Assessment, Episode 12. Assessed was the video clip uploaded by NBC News entitled, Watch Live, Trump Participates in Immigration and Border Security Roundtable. Uploaded on April 8th, 2019. Posted. Loaded. That's their expression. Stay with the lingo, stay with the show. Posted. April 5th, 2019. Airtime 52 minutes, 2 seconds. 23 seconds in. Don stated, I want to thank the Border Patrol Station. Thanked was the structure instead of thank the agents. Even if U.S. President Don thought to thank the structure, should have mentioned U.S. Border Patrol Station. Every country has borders. In turn, nearly every country secured has a border patrol. U.S. is the patrol, which secures the U.S. border. Who works daily or at the task? U.S. Border Patrol agents. U.S. President Don, nearly at most all times, omits the use of U.S. Replaced is with our, or just left vacant. Ambiguous are the agencies, departments of law enforcement, which have nearly every country which exists in the world. Law enforcement, immigration enforcement, border patrol. 23 seconds. Statement made by Don, including the wall in San Diego, is pretty much completed. Makes the perception, for a perception viewer to think, consider the wall not as a continuous structure, but rather various walls which make up the border. Speak as such, every section of the wall will be fought over. Project should be described as Project The Wall, or whichever code name they feel best suited. In this case, used will be Project The Wall. Described in sections. When the sections are completed, finish will be Project The Wall. Accomplished will have been the objective, a barrier wall placed. Stated should have been the construction is going as planned, such as the section of wall constructed here in Imperial Valley County, California. 29 seconds. In statement of Don, in Calexico, and it's been a great group of people, and I just met backstage. The way you work is pretty incredible, and the job you do is beyond belief. Analyst assessment, computer generated slop talk pronunciation, which at a further date repeats. Followers of Don, statement made is pretty incredible, and the job you do is beyond belief. Computer-generated tone trailed off. Subconscious of the viewer understands the presenter felt incredible was obligated to say. Cheapens the message. Incredible changed to insignificant. Great is unacceptable. Needed is other adjectives for a head of state, U.S. president. Though, keep in mind, listener, computer-generated is the dialogue. USDIA placed. Great in such context equivocates to nonsense. Word used pretty should not be versed, isn't a stately word, cheapens the presentation. Slop talk on the street corner, not an adjective to be worded in a U.S. presidential address. Very, very great, great double adjectives, included sound off, appears as if not prepared, isn't skilled enough, voice trails off, wasn't of much significance, though verse the words. 53 seconds. Statement made, Don. We have a system. It's full. It's just full. And I was just telling some of the people before, it's or is it, if it's full, there's nothing you can do about it. Statement made, we have some very terrible court decisions. A continued statement that have been made over the years. Who is exactly we? Shell game, onward moves the play. Don't lose pace, won't be able to trace, stay in the chase. Statement should have been, the United States has a system. Described as full, description is inappropriate. Systems are strained or systems are overloaded. Systems at times are burdened, maybe overburdened. Never are just full. When was the U.S. prison system determined just too full? Resolve needs to be the issue. If not, becomes defunct, no longer respected, and will be the system. Ended will be the system, and that is the U.S. government. You people out there ready for another form? Given that any thought, what's going to be forced upon the people? Enforced by the police state? Obligated to obey or face indefinite detention? Guns confiscated, first hours. What's termed a crisis situation? Mandated evacuations? Ushered into the underground? Check guns at the entranceway. Held accountable for any registered guns. Second 53 through 55, statement Don made. And this entire while, we. Oftentimes it should be the United States. Other times it should be he as president. Or he is president with his advisors. Due to he's using the term we. Because the president is one. He isn't two inside of one, making for a group of we. Though, continuing. Statement Don made. We have some very horrible court decisions that have been made over the years. Again, we is unacceptable. We should have been, there have been. Unacceptable for the leader, U.S. President Don, described the government, U.S. judicial branch, termed as terrible. If the judicial branch viewed as dysfunctional, what makes the executive branch viewed as anything different? Noted with the word we, nearly every time is heard. Word is a reminder. Two teams on the field, one of the head coaches makes an address. Presentation, part of the people in the stands rise upon feet, cheer as with clap. Other group, riled up, again is maddened. Each time mentioned is we. Statement made, there's nothing you can do about it. Slight shimmy of the camera in sync with the phrase. Computer generated placed. Agitates the viewer. Reinforces the phrase. Trickery. computer-generated deception. Well, that's it for this episode. Time again for me to go out and present myself before the public. Victim of a sexual assault. No, multitude of sexual assaults conducted by the Reading Police Department, who day in and day out vigil my signals. I am implanted with a stimoceiver, facing at present moment 2 felonies. Those will be described at a further future date, future time, when again is recorded another episode of the Big Boss Jock Radio Show. The one only God, He helps me with the rhyme. He's right here inside. He's inside of each and every one of us. I do give my thanks, along with gratitude, for one only God, Father in heaven. Big Boss Jock, signing off.